Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to take a look at all the new coins that are coming out for the month of August 2021 from the Royal Canadian Mint. So why do I do this? Because I am an avid fan from the Royal Canadian Mint, and once in a while they come up with coins or products that are not really pertain to the Maple Leafs. And this month actually has one or two of those interesting pieces I think it's worth mentioning. So let's get started. I think there's going to be a lot of cool coins that you will enjoy in this video. So on the website today, today is the product launch or pre-launch for some of the higher tier members for the Royal Canadian Mint. So that's why I want to share this with you. Exciting news. So in the new release sections, we are going to take a look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new products that's in the pre-order state. I'm just going to go off one at a time from the top down. The first one here is the R&D test token set. I briefly read about this before I started recording this video. I think the last test token set came out in 2018. I didn't venture into the RCM product sets that early on in my venture in the collector coin segment. So I don't know what that actually looks like, but I think this test token set is pretty interesting. There is about 6 coins. Actually, we shouldn't be calling them coins because there's no denominations. So these are actually just tokens. 6 of them. As you can see, I'm just going to slowly scroll through them just so for you to see. Some of these have very interesting designs, but based on my understanding that these R&D test token sets combines security, combines just innovations on the different components that get squeezed into one token. I think the closest one that we know in the circulation today is the Toonies from Canada. Toonie is well known for their bimetal content. There's an outer rim, there's an inner rim. These coins have more than just a bimetal product. Looking at this silver token here, we have an outer rim, we have an inner rim, but there's also something in between, which is a polymer material that separates the two metal pieces. And I think based on what I read before, the inner piece, this inner circle piece where the maple leaf sits, on the opposite side of that token could be a different metal content. So we're looking at 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're looking at essentially four different contents squished into one single token. It's never been done before, and I don't think there's any mints out there today that does this. So I think this really speaks to the R&D effort that Royal Canadian Mint is putting into their products. Though these are not, coins per se, but I think giving us a glimpse of what the mint can do with the technology that they own, with the coins that's on the horizon. I think these are a pretty neat product innovation. So I think these are worth taking a closer look once they are released. I have already pre-ordered one set, and I wanted to go through them in micro details as much as possible. So once I make that video, I'll share that with you, and then let's look forward to that. Let's see what else is here. So the 6 token set, I think let's look forward to that. I'm not gonna dwell too long on this one. Going back to the previous page, we have a couple more products to go through. The second one is a silver coin. We're already looking at the year 2022. On the lunar calendar, next year is the year of Tiger. So obviously from that perspective, we now are looking at the lunar coin set that's coming out for next year, for the year of Tiger. And this is also one of the first series, or one of the first coin in this series for the next 12 years. If you are interested in collecting it, this will be the perfect time to get into it. For the year of Tiger, I'm not going to go into too much of that, but I think it's worthwhile to just take a look at the design of the coin. We have the Chinese character tiger on the left hand side here, and then we have this comical looking tiger that is the centerpiece for this silver coin. Looking closely on the tiger's face, on his forehead, kind of has an engraving of the Chinese character king. So it's the Tiger King. I think that's also pretty neat to have that work into the design. Personally, I am not a big fan of this silver coin. The symbolism of tiger has always been very majestic, not necessarily cartoony per se. So I'm not a big fan because of that. But again, I think this would speak to the younger crowds, more of a gift set. I think it will be something that is worthwhile to commemorate and for keepsake as well. On the overside, we have the queen herself. The display box is pretty typical, nothing special there. And then we have an outer case with a good fortune, overall red and gold design. I think this box here looks amazing. It's beautifully done. Okay, so let's go into the third coin. The third coin, now we're looking at the half-ounce pure gold coin with the same theme, with a completely different design. But this is what I'm talking about. For the year of Tiger, we were looking for that majestic looking of that centerpiece, which is this one that we have here. I think this one looks fantastic. The tiger, wow, this is actually pretty neat to look at because of the relief of the design. It really pops from the coin. There's this Chinese theme or Asian themed trees in the back. I think that's also very classic. And then the way that they draw or paint the mountains in the background, these are all very classic design. The majestic tiger is standing on the cliff. Looking at the shoulder blade here, we have some sort of a wheel fire design. So on the shoulder, on the waist, and on the hind leg there as well. Looking back to my childhood, knowing what these really means, it is used in a lot of old Chinese drawings. If a individual or an animal that has fire symbol, wheel symbol near their torso and on their limbs, typically means they can run really fast, or they can traverse the skies. So I think this mean looking tiger, I think this is exactly what we're missing from the previous silver coin, the half-ounce pure gold coin. I think this one is an amazing coin to own. There's a different angle to look at it. Now we have a bit more contrast. There is a bit more of a light and dark, lighting to it. So this one looks phenomenal as well. On the overside, we have the queen. So we see enough of that. The display box, this one here is definitely much better than the silver coin one. We have a bit of a wooden texture to it, but I think it's heavily painted in red, so it's probably gonna feel like more like rubbery or soft plastic feel to it. And again, it also has the same good fortune red gold theme box. I think this one looks amazing as well. So for those of you that will be able to collect this for the next 12 years, I think this lunar year animal set of gold coin, it's gonna be an amazing one to put on display if you can afford all 12 of them. So hopefully you can get one, and if you do get one, let me know. Tell me what it feels like to hold in your hand and see it in person, what it actually feels like. For commoners like me, I'm probably not gonna get this, but it will be an MVP to show off for sure. All right, let's keep going. The fourth coin is a continuation from a coin set called the Imposing Icon series. This time we're looking at the Bison coin. This is a 2-ounce pure silver coin with a mintage of just 2,500. I think this series has been going on for, I believe, a few years now. Each of these silver coins has a silver background where the animal, which is the centerpiece, are colored. So the color coins, if you're into color coins, I think this is one of the good-looking series to own from the Royal Canadian Mints. It features all the stunning-looking animals from Canada. So taking a closer look, it has a bit of a water paint, oil paint look to the Bison. The fur also looks pretty good. It's not sharp. It's not meant to be a sharp-looking painting, but I think if you hold it in a bit of a distance, not too close to your eyes, I think it will look the best at that distance. In the background here, I think it just speaks to the terrain. So if you happen to complete this series, drop a comment in the below the video. I think that would also just to share what the series looks like. Have they improved on the the colorizing of the coins? It's definitely interesting to know from that angle. All right, and then on the over side we have Queen herself, and then with a typical display box coming from the mint. Okay, the next coin here is a goodness here. It's a 5-ounce pure silver coin. This one has, I think, it's paying tribute to the 5 Great Lakes that sits in between U.S. and Canada. I think this one looks really good too. There's a few 5-ounce silver coins that came out this year. In my previous video when I mentioned about the 5-ounce silver coins, one of the biggest advantage of having such a big coin is the surface. Any type of artwork that needs to be displayed on that 5-ounce coin, it doesn't really take a lot of effort to look at the coin in detail, especially if you hold up in front of your face. You can see all the details that is meant to be displayed in front of you. So this coin is no exception as well. So it depicts the map for all 5 lakes. We have Lake Superior, we have Lake Michigan, we have Lake Huron, at the bottom here we have Lake Erie, and lastly we have Lake Ontario. What else do we see here? We have the lines for the longitude and latitude. We have the rose compass on the upper right hand side of the coin. We have, looks like, major highway or road lines in red. We also see sort of like the boundary for the provinces and the states. And then we have the scale bar up to the left. So I think this is an amazing coin to own as well. It is a heavy one, 5-ouncer. But I think what you get in return for the details that it gets shown to you, I think this is also an amazing piece to own. There's only 2,000 of this going to be minted. I am looking at this at about 10 p.m. at night on the Friday. It's already 73% sold. So I think this one's going to go out pretty quickly. And if it does get sold out, I think you're going to have to go to your local coin shop and look for them there as soon as they get released, obviously. Let's see what else, and let's see if there's a different angle that I may have missed. I think the pigments on the map itself is not really that sharp. Hopefully I'm wrong. In person probably looks a lot better, but looking at the screen here, it looks a bit pixely, dotty, if that even is a word. Just looking at this closely, you know what? I don't want to call it out. It looks like Google Maps, That is what it's reminding me of. Just a piece of paper map that has all the Great Lakes imprinted on it. You know, looking at it from an angle, it almost looks like the lake are covered in snow, but that's not the case. I'm not sure why it's all white out on the lake. But anyways, I think this is an interesting piece. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. So far, is this the coin? Are you thinking of getting your hands on this one? Okay. And then on the over side, we have Queen herself in the background with the latitude and longitude lines. And then the big display box for this 5-ouncer silver coin. All right, so last look. Now let's go back to the previous page. We're going to the second last product for the month of August 2021. So the second last one is a pure gold fractional set. This is also set to debut for 2022. You'll be able to get it this year in August if you order it now. There's only 500 of these being made. Again, this year, this is the year where there's going to be a lot of, actually that's 2021. 2022, I'm not sure if there's going to be, I'm sure there's going to be more celebration of maple leaves. So for sure, more product about maple leaves at that time. But for this particular set, looking at, there is 4 gold coins. The first one, actually, let's just look at this one here. The first one here showcases the crown and the regal maple leaf that sits behind the crown. Yes, I said this was a gold coin. So the plating here is done in platinum. So we have the rim plated in platinum or gilded, depending on the part of the world that you're from. Some countries call it gilding, some call them plating. I think we're looking at the same thing here. The maple leaf and the crown are also plated in platinum. Looking closely at the crown itself, I think is fairly detailed. And the details are majestic for sure. I feel like I'm missing some important detail. So I'm just looking at it here quickly at the notes. This is Her Majesty's stately diamond diadem crown. It's a historical crown that was, I guess, made famous for Queen Elizabeth, just to celebrate her reign as the queen of all the Commonwealth countries. So I think this one looks pretty majestic, looks very, very well. On the over side of the same coin, again, we have the plating, the platinum plating around the coin. Queen herself, this looks like the queen when she was a little bit younger. Definitely not the most recent design. And then we see the crown on her head. So this is a very beautiful piece. The other ones, the smaller coin sets. So we have the 1/4 ounce here. Same design with the crown and the regal maple leaves. And then we have the 1/10 of an ounce, same exact design, just much smaller. So 1, 2, so and then we have one final one. This one's even smaller, 1/20th of an ounce gold coin. So there's no plating anymore, it's just only on the very first coin. So on the reverse, on the over side, same thing. So all the overs are exactly the same design. The fractional sets are, the crown doesn't overlap the maple leaf where they're separated. I much prefer it this way just because you can see the crown, you can see the maple leaf, separate objects on the surface of the design. I forgot to mention, the first picture here depicts using the maple leaf shaped display box. This one looks really nice. It has the wooden frame for it. The joints are also made very well. Yeah, it looks different from the rest of the display cases that we've seen so far today. And then it has a magnet to kind of hold the case shut. So This one is definitely not an inexpensive item. It's about 6,000, and there's only 500 of them being made. All right, moving on. The last piece here, the last product that I want to show is the pure gold coin, and this one is a 1 kilo gold coin celebrating the lunar year of the tiger. So we already saw the half-ounce gold coin earlier on. We also saw the 1 ounce pure silver coin that is more of a comical design for the tiger. But this one that we're looking here, the 1 kilo, is definitely not a comical looking, nor for the faint of heart. The tiger here looks completely different design from the half-ounce gold coin that we saw earlier. I think this one takes the cake, but also at the same time the most expensive coin of the release for this month coming up. And it's only doing air quote here, 105,000 Canadian dollars. It's already sold out with the mintage just 33. I think this is the best coin that I saw today. I really wish I could spend the money and get this one, but you know what? For the lucky 33 of you guys out there, I'm sure there's probably going to be one or two that's being kept at the Royal Canadian Mint or for the museums to display. But for all the lucky few that could afford this coin, this is going to be a showcase piece for anyone that's into the lunar year collections, for sure. And let's take a closer look at this coin. We have the tiger as the centerpiece. We have the fiery design on the cheek, on the shoulder blades, on the sort of like the front leg, elbow area, and then we have more. Oh, actually, you know what? I take that back. So instead of having fire design, we're looking at wings. So we have wings on the cheeks, we have wing on the shoulder blades, we have wings on the legs and on the hind legs as well, or in the waist area behind on the tiger. So these, it must mean that this tiger can fly. And then we have the twirling clouds at the back. We have the furiously looking sea waves or ocean waves at the back, and we have this Chinese character tiger that's sort of being crowned around the sun. More waves, and then when we have this leaves plantation looking design that the tiger is hovering above. This is a very good looking artwork, and then it's only 2,500 Canadian dollars. So if you are really desperate, you want to spend the money, you can use this for a $2,500 worth of purchase. But I don't think anyone's going to do that. Hopefully not. On the overside, we have the queen herself, the same design pattern behind. Not sure if that meant to be symbolizing clouds. I hope it is, because on the reverse side we have, maybe it's just a wave from the ocean. So I think that looks pretty neat. So just one final look, and the box that holds the 1 kilo gold coin, it looks like it's just a bigger box from the half-ounce gold coin before. I think this one it has double hinges on that end and that end. This one looks phenomenal. Right. Good fortune for everyone for the year 2020. We're not there yet, but I think if you want to get your hands on this, I think you're going to have to look at the local coin shop, or maybe the secondary market too. So I think that's probably where you could still look for it. All right. So that's pretty much it for the month of August 2021. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like contents like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do videos like this once a month. And then in between, if I have time and if I do get new products or coins or whatever precious metal related from around the world, I will make a video and just kind of show off not really a show off. I just wanted to share what I have with the world in case it's something that you're also interested in. The video would usually have a bit of a review, open box experience to the product itself. So hope you like the content. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers. Bye.